This is live coverage of the freshman game, the first game of the night. We got started a little late, so we're anticipating that the JV game will probably start around 6:15-ish, and then varsity maybe around 7:30. Those are subject to change, but this is live coverage of the freshman game. We will also have live coverage of the JV game.
In the state
Welcome to the Rich Rebel Volleyball pregame show brought to you by the town of Randolph. We are broadcasting from the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth where the Rich Rebel volleyball team will take on the Lyman Eagles in Lyman, Wyoming. The first serve is scheduled for about 20 minutes from now. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
At Rich School District, we believe that success motivates individuals, and every student is capable of learning. We believe an effective classroom facilitates learning. We believe in the development of lifelong learners, and we believe that a quality education makes a difference. Student involvement equals student success. Currently, 93% of Rich High students participate in extracurricular activities. Rich School District, providing a quality, well-rounded education for each student.
In the state where life is elevated, live your life in a higher gear. Cash Honda Yamaha can help you enjoy our beautiful local terrain, whether it's in the valleys, mountains, snow, or water. So get out and enjoy all nature has to offer at a higher speed. Visit Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley to start living your life at your new speed. Visit us in Hyde Park, just north of Logan, Utah.
When you drive on the best tires that are rotated, balanced, and inflated properly, you can save money two ways. The best tires can reduce wear and tear on your vehicle. That saves you money in the long run. The best tires can also improve your overall miles per gallon. That helps you save every time to fill up at the pump. At Freeway Tire in Evanston, we offer the best tires with the best service for every vehicle. Make sure you're running on the best tires you can. Visit Freeway Tire today, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston. Randolph, Utah is a town of extremes. At an elevation of 6,300 feet, with temperatures over 90 in the summer and often 40 below in the winter, the folks who call Randolph home have to be a hardy crew. Maybe that is one reason why the simple things in life mean so much to Rich County. Residents value hard work, education, a value for God, family, and country, and being a good neighbor. Mayor Sim Bell and the town board, Melanie Lim, Clay Barker, Brandon Hatch, and Frank Sano, support the Rich Rebels and hope that you can come back often.
Welcome back to the Rich Rebel Volleyball pregame show brought to you by the town of Randolph. Today, the Lady Rebels take on the Eagles of Lyman, and we are broadcasting from Lyman High School in Lyman, Wyoming, here in the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. Coming up, we'll take a look at the scene for today's game brought to you by the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau, Bear Lake, Utah, and Idaho. Plan your vacation today. Visit bearlake.org.
This presentation on mylocalradio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
As one of the region's most visited websites, mylocalradio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Check the weather forecast or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit mylocalradio.com today to stream it all live.
Nothing makes your kid feel like a superstar more than seeing his or her very own Fathead in the stands. Fathead car decals and yard signs are inexpensive and easy to get at Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. Whether it's for the big game or to cheer on the high school band, our children make us proud in so many ways. Show your pride today. Go Rebels! West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street, Evanston.
When you think about Bear Lake, think family, fun, fishing, beaches, boats, green, and great food. Think water, wildlife, trails, and shakes, snow, scenery, and sun. Think summer. Go to bearlake.org and plan your visit today. Visit Scenic Idaho.
At the Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today. 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
Signage is a critical part of your business. It helps customers find your front door. Rocky Mountain Sign will provide you with expertly designed signs.
At the Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today. 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
Signage is a critical part of your business. It helps customers find your front door. Rocky Mountain Sign will provide you with expertly designed signs, LEDs, channel letters, as well as skillfully cut signage using wood, metal, plastic, and other mediums to help your customers find you with high-quality signage. Using the best technology, designs, and installation by Rocky Mountain Sign. Your signage says a lot about your business. Work with the professionals at Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street in Evanston, Wyoming.
Whatever brings you to Evanston, whether it's high school sports, a teaching conference, music festivals, speech and debate, or your job, always book your hotel reservations at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. With 165 ground-level rooms on 10 beautiful acres, the Best Western offers everything you need, including clean, comfortable rooms, a business office, workout room, and a full-service restaurant, plus a complimentary breakfast with every stay. Whenever you're in Evanston, make your hotel reservations with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Time flies, especially when you're having fun. This is Jeremy Rex, manager at T-Bar-S in Evanston. It's hard to believe that we've been here almost a year with our new management team and staff. Did you know that you can have your vehicle detailed, your windshield replaced, chip repair done, or get your trailer refinished or rewired at T-Bar-S? Of course, we are a full-service collision repair shop, too. You can even change your oil and your brakes. Visit T-Bar-S today. Let T-Bar fix your car. 515 County Road, Evanston.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Frankham. As a dentist in Evanston for over 20 years now, my mission has always been to provide quality dental care for people of all ages at reasonable prices. I'm a detail-oriented person, and it's important to me to stay current on new dental procedures and protocols that can help my patients have the best experience and have the best results. Over the years, I've also worked to keep my overhead low so that I can pass those savings on to my patients. I believe everyone deserves quality dental care. Please call us today at 307-789-8910.
Randolph, Utah is a town of extremes. At an elevation of 6,300 feet, with temperatures over 90 in the summer and often 40 below in the winter, the folks who call Randolph home have to be a hardy crew. Maybe that is one reason why the simple things in life mean so much to Rich County. Residents value hard work, education, a value for God, family, and country, and being a good neighbor. Mayor Sim Bell and the town board, Melanie Lim, Clay Barker, Brandon Hatch, and Frank Sano, support the Rich Rebels and hope that you can come back often.
Third time's the charm. You're tuned into the Town of Randolph pregame show where the Lady Rebels will take on the Lady Eagles. We are broadcasting from the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth here at Lyman High School. It is time for the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau scene set for today's game. And this is a matchup between the number one team in 1A in Utah, that is the Rich Rebels, versus the 2A defending state champs, in the Lyman Eagles. This should be a great matchup, as you don't become defending champs by being schlubs, and you don't become number one in the state by being schlubs either. So this should be a great matchup between two very good teams. We're going to go to our coaches show right now. Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. Today we are in Lyman, Wyoming, where the Rich Rebels take on the Lyman Eagles. This week I had a chance to visit with Brescia Hansen, head coach of the Lyman Eagles, and head coach Wendy Lamborn of the Rich Rebels. This is what Brescia Hansen had to say about tonight's matchup. I'm with head coach of the Lyman Eagles, Brescia Hansen. Coach Hansen, thank you for joining us today.
You're welcome. Thank you so much.
So you guys are coming off of a state championship, which has to be super exciting around your program. Have your girls carried the momentum heading into the season? I know you guys are 12-1.
Yeah, I mean, last year's state championship was very, very special, but we have kind of rolled that into some excitement this season as well. We're off to a great start. We won that Cokeville tournament, and we've had success since then, and we're hoping that continues into our season.
So speaking of the Cokeville tournament, you guys beat Mountain View in that tournament, which is also the same team you beat in the state championship last year. For the Rich viewers, Mountain View and Lyman, they're schools that are about 5 miles apart. Do you think having a school that's that good right next to you pushes you guys and makes you guys even better?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I mean, listen, anytime we play them, it's more than just a game. It just is, and it's the kids are friends with each other, but also competitive with each other, and yeah, they want to beat each other, and that goes both ways.
Your guys' front line has been really good this year. Can you talk about some of the things that go into their success?
So Sage Bradshaw probably anchors that for us. She's only one of our returning outside hitters. We lost the other, and she is undersized for sure. She's small, but she is an athletic kid and just has tremendous ball control and is working more at taking big cuts at the ball, and she does fantastic for us. I've got 2 middles, one returning from the state championship team and one new, that both do a tremendous job. Both want to hit the ball and demand the ball. And then that's Lindsay and Haley. And then on the right side, I got Caroline Bradshaw, who was one of my 2 setters last year. She's undersized as well, but an extremely athletic kid, and we like to set her the ball because she likes to swing at it. And then a cousin of hers, Briley, is new to the varsity team this year, but she is improving all the time, and I expect her to contribute tremendously to our offense moving forward.
In your preparation for the Rich Rebels, what has stood out to you about the Rebels?
So in playing Rich County, every year that I've been here and we've played them, they bring the ball back. Like, we'll do things that will score against other teams, and Rich County will bring the ball back. So we talked about that at practice yesterday, that we are going to have to just be persistent and not expect score when we usually do, because Rich is tremendous defenders. They're always good passers. They always have great ball control, and we always expect a competition when we play Rich.
So this is a non-region matchup between 2 very good teams within their respective divisions, obviously Rich being Utah 1A and you guys being Wyoming 2A. Is that something that you guys try to schedule a lot just so that way your team can become that much better?
Yeah, certainly. I mean, of course, we are confined to our conference games, but then after that, I always want to play good teams, and Rich County's always good. So when we are looking to fill spots, I always want Rich County in our schedule because they're going to be a team that's going to make it tough for us. And wins and losses, to me, during the season don't matter. All of that stuff is going to pay off at the end of the season when we've been playing tough matches every night.
If
If you've never heard a mechanic say they truly care, then you've been at the wrong place. Stacy's Repair in Woodruff is a family-owned and operated business open since 1992. Offering all types of maintenance and repair services, you can be sure your vehicle is operating at its best. Whether your vehicle is older or the newest model, gas or diesel, we fix and maintain them all. Also offering chip repair, windshield replacement, and tires. When your vehicle needs a mechanic, bring it to the ones who truly care. Stacy's Repair in Woodruff.
So today you guys take on your second defending state champs of the season. Can you talk about some of the things you look for in your team when you're going up against a really good opponent?
Lyman's going to be a great team for us. Lyman is a very strong program, great coach, great girls. They lost some girls last year, but they had a strong team last year when we played them. I love that we're going up against a strong block. That's something that we definitely need to practice and get used to. So, we're going to be looking at that and how to swing around that and do things with that. So it's going to be a challenge, but it'll be a fun challenge.
You guys play a pretty tough schedule as is, and this is just another example of it. I personally love the fact you guys do, just because when you get down the road, you're going to face most of these challenges. You're not facing your first adversity late in the season. Is that something you guys look forward to in building a tough schedule?
We do. Actually, I think we step up to a tough schedule. We like to play tough games. They're challenging, they're fun, they're entertaining, and I think that the girls, they enjoy playing a tough schedule, and hopefully they're successful.
So Haley Eldridge and Sage Bradshaw seem to be their standout players amongst a really talented group. What challenges do they represent on the court?
They're a big block and they're hard hitters. We got to be scrappy and we've got to do some things. We're better passers, and I think that will help us in the long run. Our passing is pretty well this year. We're doing well at that, and like I say, and hitting hard. We're hitting hard as well. So we've got to do our thing and hopefully it'll pay off for us.
What's one thing your team has to do to be successful tonight?
Swing hard, serve well, and receive, and we'll be fine.
We want to thank Stacy's Repair for sponsoring our coaches show today. When we return to the Town of Randolph pregame show, we will visit with Trey Walker during our Ellingford Brothers Standout Student segment of the pregame show. You're listening to the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Quality is the one thing that you can always count on when you do business with Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. Whether you're looking for strong, high-quality cement for construction, sand and gravel for road base, a cement trough or critter ladder for your livestock, or steel fabrication including custom towing packages, bumpers, and other vehicle accessories, you always get high-quality products and friendly, knowledgeable service at Ellingford's. Stop in today, 199 County Road, Evanston.
You're tuned into the Town of Randolph pregame show, Town of Randolph, home of the Rich Rebels. Good luck from Mayor Sim Bell, council members Melanie Lim, Frank Sano, Brendan Hatch, Clay Barker, and clerk April Grohl. Today, we're visiting with Trey Walker, a senior at Rich High School, on the Ellingford Brothers Standout Student Interview.
I'm here with Trey Kenneth Walker, which is a little bit of a running joke because the first week or so I called him Kenneth. Now I know his name is Trey, mostly because he ran for 300 yards in his first 2 football games. So what is it like being a senior here at Rich High School?
It's definitely an experience. Like you would think that it's going to take forever, but then all of a sudden, like within the snap, it feels like you're already on your senior year. You only got 8 or so more games and then we're done and I move on to the next sport and hopefully that one lasts longer,
It's kind of a weird feeling being the oldest on campus. What has been the biggest adjustment for you now that people look up to you?
Definitely making sure I don't lose my head too much. I definitely lost my head a lot, but I've been working. Like last year, I was horrible. I worked to make sure I don't lose my head as much so that when someone does look up to me, it's for a positive thing, not necessarily just me going nuts and being crazy,
What's something throughout your entire high school life that you looked forward to becoming a senior, and has it come true?
Kind of leaving was what I was always liked the idea of, but now that it's here, it's I don't know if I really wanted it to come true or if I really want to leave just because it's so much fun. It's incredible being here with all these freshmen. They're so dope. If I ask them to go hang out with me, they'll do it. It's just crazy with how small of a school we are. It's nice to be able to just go and do whatever with whoever.
If senior Trey Walker were to bump into freshman Trey Walker, what is some advice that you would give yourself or some of the younger kids that are just starting out in high school?
Definitely don't let people get inside your head. Be you. Live the life you want to live. Don't let other people's opinions bog you down and all that, because that's one of the things I really hated when I was as a younger class. upperclassmen is I hated the fact that I always people would always say something and then I'd believe them and then it'd just pull me down. But now that I've kind of let loose and just like not letting anyone tear me down, your life's a lot better for sure.
So as a football player, which do you prefer, laying a hit on defense or coming through the hole and running over a defenseman?
I don't know. Both are fun. The running over someone while you're running the ball I think it's probably the funner of the two. Just like coming around the corner and just laying someone out I don't know. You could do it on both sides of the ball, but I like the running people over on offense better.
What's one thing the world should know about Trey Walker?
He's a party. Hang out with him. He's not all mean and gloomy as he might seem.
One last thing. What is something that you're looking to accomplish academic-wise and athletic-wise in your senior year?
I'm hoping to get All-State in either football or basketball and hopefully get a school record with our 4x1 team. We're like 0.05 seconds off or something. We're really close, so I'm hoping to cross that line with the track team and then do something good football or basketball-wise and hopefully go on to the next level and continue playing my best ball.
Our standout student interview today has been brought to you by Ellingford Brothers. For all your cement, sand, gravel, and steel fabrication needs, call Ellingford Brothers in Evanston, 307-789-1515. We're just...
Pam Cornea with Town & Country Realty in beautiful Bear Lake enthusiastically supports the Rich High Rebels.
After all, I raised 4 of them, from football, basketball, wrestling to volleyball. I supported them all. I bleed blue.
The Caribbean of the Rockies, Bear Lake, offers a variety of activities in every season. Pam would love to assist you in finding your own Bear Lake retreat. Call her today, 435-779-0012.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. You listen to the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rebels Volleyball. We are in the middle of the national anthem. After the anthem, we will have the starting lineups. One of the many talented high schoolers in our area from Lyman High School was singing the national anthem for you, if you could hear that in the background. But now we go to the starting lineups. First, for the home team, the Lyman Eagles, we got number 4, she's a senior, Haley Brumble. She's also serving as the libero. Senior number 9, Caroline Bradshaw. Sophomore number 11, Brynley Birch. Senior number 12, Lindsay Tucker. Junior number 13, Briley Bradshaw. Senior number 14, Sage Bradshaw. And junior number 15, Haley Eldridge. There's about a 50% chance on the floor that the ball is going to be hit by someone with the last name Bradshaw. And now we're going to go to our Rich Rebels starting lineup. For your Rebels, starting first, junior. She's 5'4", number 7, Ava Ellsworth. Number 8, she's a senior, standing 6 foot tall, Darlene Peterson. Number 9, Casey Wilson. She's got hops, but she's only 5'4". Excuse me, she got hops, but she's only 5'4". That's number 9, junior, Casey Wilson. Number 10, she's 5'8", coming in as a senior, Ellie Argyle. Number 25, standing at 5'8", Violet Taylor. Rounding out the starting lineup for your Rebels, number 41, she's a junior, coming in at 5'9" tall, Hannah Scott. Those are your starting lineups for today's matchup, brought to you by Western Ag Credit. Western Ag Credit, your partners in agriculture, a lender who understands finance and agriculture. 848 Front Street, Evanston. And we are a couple minutes away from our Pam Cornea at Town and Country beginning serve. Remember, call Pam Cornea at Town and Country, selling Bear Lake in Utah and Idaho. Call Pam Cornea, 435-779-0012. We want to give you a reminder before the game starts that every serve to start the set is brought to you by Pam Cornea at Town and Country. All kills are brought to you by Bear Lake Realty. Every single ace is brought to you by the Crawford Trough. Blocks are brought to you by Epic Recreation. Digs are brought to you by the Town of Woodruff. Timeouts, T7 Propane. The Fan Cam is brought to you by Bear Lake Realty. And the scoreboard is brought to you by the Station on Main. In-house starting lineups are done. We're going to go to our live cam, reset the score. Is that the score from the JV game? As this looks like it's going to be a great atmosphere for a volleyball game. They're going to line up, slap hands under the net, and we're about to get started. This is going to be a great matchup, folks. You got the number one teams in the state of Utah, 1A division, versus the defending champions in 2A Wyoming. This should be a blast. Thank you for joining us here on a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We're broadcasting live from the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth here at the top of the bleachers of Lyman High School. Final instructions are given by the teammates. Violet Taylor walks back to her spot. It looks like she will do the honors to get us underway in this matchup. As Haley Brummel checks in, she will replace Lindsay Tucker on the floor, as that'll complete the starting six for the Eagles. Violet Taylor will serve for the Eagles to start the ball game. Taylor on the approach. It's in the air. We are underway. Nice dig there from Brumel, as the Lyman Eagles are going to have to safely bump it over where Argyle digs it out. Brought to you by the Town of Woodruff. Wilson sets up Peterson on the far side. Peterson unloads, blocked in the net. That was a nice block there from number 15. That's junior Haley Eldridge. That's something that Coach Lamborn talked about in our pregame interview, that the Lyman Eagles do a very good job at the front row blocking the ball as the serve's underway, dug out by Argyle. Wilson hustles to get to it. They go to Peterson. Peterson tips it over the net. That's blocked again, except this time they're going to call into the net. 1-1, the score on the Station on Main scoreboard. Peterson's responsible for the point. Not necessarily a kill, but she made the right play. Hannah Scott to serve. Her serve over the net, dug out in the back row by the Eagles. Set up an attack, dug out by Taylor in the far side. Wilson, she'll set up Peterson. Peterson with the left hand. And they're going to call out of bounds against the Rebels as that ball went around the antennas. 2-1 Eagles in the early going on the Station on Main scoreboard. It'll be Brumel to serve for the Eagles. Checking into the game for the Rebels, number 21, Janie Walentine, as Peterson digs that out. They go to Peterson on the near side, too far, and that's going to be played over in the front row by number 12, Lindsay Tucker. She'll pick up the kill. 3-1 Eagles. Brumel will serve again. She unleashes to Peterson, who digs it out. Wilson sets up Argyle on the far side. Argyle with the left-handed tip, and that is the first Bear Lake Realty kill of the game for the Rebels. Ellie Argyle picks up kill number 1. Makes the score 3-2 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Checking in the game for the Rebels, number 4, Nia Jolly. Casey Wilson serves. Dug out in the back row by Sage Bradshaw. Played over. Jolly got a piece of it to the net. Jolly wins the block attempt there, and that's going to be into the net against Jolly, though. As Jolly got up, and she got it over the net. One-on-one battle at the net. Nia Jolly won the battle, but she went into the net. 4-2, Eagles with the lead. As Lindsay Tucker serves. Peterson with the dig. Argyle is going to play it safely to Wilson, who bumps it over. Dug out by Brumel. Bradshaw plays it over. Diving effort in the back row there from Walentine to keep it alive. Peterson's going to play it over. Brumel with the dig. Dump serve attempt there from Caroline Bradshaw. No avail. Left-hand tip from Peterson. Dug out by Sage Bradshaw. They go to the front line. Bradshaw's blocked, but it falls on the side of the Rebels. 5-2 Eagles over the Rebels. Once again, we want to remind you that there are 3 different Bradshaws on the floor for the Eagles. As it serves away, dug out by Taylor. Jolly does a good job to get to it. Peterson's going to safely bump it over. Played by Lindsey Tucker. They go to the near side for number 14, Sage Bradshaw. She finds the... They're going to call it out of bounds. 5-3. As the Rebels may have caught a break there, but as it stands, it'll be Darlene Peterson to serve. 5-3 the score on the Station on Main scoreboard here in set 1. Peterson serve into the net. Service error charge to Peterson. That's 6-3, the Eagles with the lead. Checking into the game for the Eagles, number 11, Brindley Birch. She replaces Paige Rose. Serve is over the net as Peterson does a good job to dig that out. They go far side Taylor. Taylor tips it over the climb, finds the back corner. Nice diving effort there from Sage Bradshaw. That will be a Bear Lake Realty kill for Violet Taylor, making the score 6-4. Rebels trail by 2. Serve is underway, dug out in the back row by the Eagles. They try a tip attempt. That's going to be no good. 6-5, Rebels cut the lead to 1. Ellie Argyle will serve again. Argyle serve into the net. Station on Main scoreboard now reads 7-5. As Lindsey Tucker will serve for the Eagles. Tucker serve underway. Diving up from Peterson, unable to get to it. It's going to make the score 8-5. Not quite an ace for Tucker as 2 different Rebels touched it, but Tucker will serve again. As Tucker approaches, a right-handed swing dug out by Argyle. Wilson sets up Taylor on the far side. She tips it over the net. Nice dig there from Lynn. They go near side to Birch as Birch's attempt is blocked, but they're going to call into the net against the Eagles. 8-6, Rebels with a 2-point lead. Rebels trail by 2 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Nia Jolly will serve for the Rebels. Jolly approaches. Lets it go. Nicely dug out there by the back row of the Eagles. They go to Birch, who's going to have to punch it over the net. That goes long, out of bounds on the right wing. 8-7, Rebels. Jolly with the serve again. Jolly, her serve is into the net. It's a 3rd service error against the Rebels already in the matchup. Makes the score 9-7. Checking into the game for the Rebels, number 7, Ava Ellsworth, the junior. Serves over the net, dug out by Peterson. Wilson goes to Taylor. Taylor with the left hand. Nicely dug out there from Birch. Quick attempt attack for the Eagles, no good, but that's going to be Hannah Scott with her first kill of the ball game. 8-1, Hannah Scott finds the far left corner from the middle of the floor. Nice attack there from 41 in black. 3 Rebels now have Bear Lake Realty kills as Violet Taylor will serve. Her serve dug out by Brumel. A tip attempt at the net. They're going to go into the net, and we got a tie ball game, folks. No, we don't have a tie ball game. We have a 10-8 ball game according to the scoreboard. As that serve goes into the net from Taylor, 11-8. Oh, no, I was correct. It is 10-9 Eagles after that serve as they fix the scoreboard. As the Eagles will serve, as is Bradshaw. Wilson goes to Peterson. Peterson unloads, and Peterson picks up her first Bear Lake Realty kill to tie us at 10. Darlene Peterson gets kill number 1. As Hannah Scott to serve. Dug out by Brumel. Bradshaw blocked at the net, and they're going to call into the net against the Rebels as, once again, Casey Wilson with the hops there. She got good solid contact on that block. Unfortunately, she went into the net. Checking into the game for the Rebels, number 21, Janie Walentine. She'll replace Hannah Scott. Brumel will serve for the Eagles. Brumel unloads on that ball. Taylor's there to dig it out, brought to you by the town of Woodruff. Wilson sets up Argyle on the far side. Argyle attacks. Brumel's there to dig it out. They go near side. Sage Bradshaw, her attempt tipped at the net as Wilson goes back to Peterson. Peterson unloads, blocked to the side of the Rebels. That's number 13, Briley Bradshaw. And once again, that front line comes into play there for the Eagles as they block that to the side of the Rebels. Brumel to serve again, 12-10 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Brumel releases. Town of Woodruff dig for Peterson. Argyle plays it back to the middle of the floor where Casey Wilson will safely bump it over to the arms of Brumel. A dump attempt there on a quick set as that ball is going to bounce off the arms of Wilson into her noggin. That's going to be technically 2 hits as the ball falls to the floor. Nice effort there from the Rebels to try to keep that alive, to no avail. Brumel will serve. Approaches. Peterson digs it out, and that's tipped in the net. That's going to be played under. Point to the Eagles as Wilson was there to try to keep it alive. The dig attempt from Peterson just kind of bounced off her arms with some funny spin and just went over the net. Not much the Rebels could do there after that. As Peterson will dig that out, Wilson sets up Argyle on the far side. Argyle, although it's blocked at the front of the net again by the Eagles. Wilson's going to have to safely bump it over. Brumel. They go to Bradshaw on the near side. Sage Bradshaw picks up another kill. 15-10 as the Eagles are on a run here. Rebels need to try to break the momentum here. They want to try to get this next point as Brumel will serve again. Brumel approaches. She releases. Peterson digs it out. Wilson is going to go to Peterson on the near side. Peterson unleashes the crushing rush and strikes again. That is Peterson's second kill of the ball game. 15-11. Rebels cut into the lead. It's a second Bear Lake Realty kill for Peterson as Wilson serves. Nearly tipped, and they're going to call a lift against the Eagles as that ball got into a weird spot under the net. They tried to play it out from under, but unable to do so was number 13, Briley Bradshaw. That serve's going to go long, out of bounds. There's another service error against the Rebels. That is their 4th of the ball game. And that right now is the difference as it is 16-12 as Taylor gets that dig. Peterson will bump it to the middle where Argyle will attack from the middle of the floor, tips it over. Dug out nicely in the back row by Rose. An attack from the middle of the floor from Tucker off the arms of Argyle, out of bounds. 17-12. Eagles with the lead. Serving for the Eagles, number 13, Briley Bradshaw. And that's going to be a T7 propane timeout called by the Rebels. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We'll be back after this.
In the state where life is elevated, live your life in a higher gear. Cash Honda Yamaha can help you enjoy our beautiful local terrain, whether it's in the valleys, mountains, snow, or water. So get out and enjoy all nature has to offer at a higher speed. Visit Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley to start living your life at your new speed. Visit us in Hyde Park, just north of Logan, Utah.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. As Bradshaw serves, Peterson with the dig. Taylor goes to Argyle in the middle of the floor. Her shot is blocked again in the front row. This time it's Sage Bradshaw. And this front row for the Eagles has been very good to start, as that is their 4th block already. As Lindsey Tucker will serve, as it is 18 serving 12 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Wilson will set up Argyle in the middle of the floor again. She tips it over, dug out by Brumel. Good effort there from the Eagles to keep it alive. Bradshaw tries to find the corner, and she's going to pick up the kill as Sage Bradshaw plays it to the left-hand wing in the far back corner. Violet Taylor with a diving effort got an arm on it to no avail. 19-12 on the Station on Main scoreboard as Briley Bradshaw will serve again. Dug out by Peterson. Wilson does a good job just to get there. Argyle's going to safely bump it over. Tucker with the dig. They try a quick attempt there. Walentine's there to dig it out. They go to Peterson on the far side. Peterson tips. Diving effort keeps it alive from the Eagles. They go to Bradshaw again on the near side. And Bradshaw finds the hardwood on the near side. 20-12 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Sage Bradshaw is on fire to start this game. 20-12, the Rebels trail on the Station on Main scoreboard. As that ball went out in to the hallway, as Briley Bradshaw will serve again. Rebels trail by 8. They'd like to gain some momentum here as Bradshaw to serve. Argyle digs it out. That's going to be an ace for Briley Bradshaw. First ace of the contest for Bradshaw. Briley Bradshaw, that is. Picks up the ace. She will serve again. 21-12 on the Station on Main scoreboard. She unleashes. Argyle gets an arm to it. Tucker's there to tip it down. Diving effort from Peterson to keep it alive. Argyle to the middle of the floor. Wilson's going to have to safely bump it over. Played in the back row by the Eagles. They go to Sage Bradshaw. Why not? Tipped at the net. Wallenstein gets to it as Wilson's going to have to safely bump it over. Quick attempt there from number 9, Caroline Bradshaw, is going to go out of bounds. Rebels will pick up that point to end the run at 6, 21-13. The Station on Main scoreboard reads as Darlene Peterson will serve. Peterson lets it go. That is dug out by Rose. They go to Bradshaw again on the near side, except that ball doesn't get to the net, falls on the side of the Eagles. 21-14. Rebels cut the lead to 7. Peterson will serve again. Peterson on the approach, right-hand serve. Dug out nicely by Rose. A little reverse temp there from Bradshaw is nicely dug out by the Rebels. They'd had a diving effort to keep it alive. They set up Caroline Bradshaw, her attack into the net, 21-15. Darlene Peterson to serve again. That was a nice, quick little reverse attack there from, it looked like it was Caroline Bradshaw. She tried to, almost like a reverse behind the back, no look as that's dug out. They go to Sage Bradshaw. That's tipped at the net by Argyle, but it falls in front of the back row from the left wing to the middle of the floor. Bradshaw picks up another kill. Checking into the game for the Eagles, number 11, sophomore, Brindley Birch. As it'll be Sage Bradshaw to serve. Her serve over the net, dug out by Argyle. Wilson sets up Taylor on the far side. Taylor with a nice attempt there. Diving effort in the back by Bradshaw is going to fall, though. Violet Taylor picks up the kill. That kill is brought to you by Bear Lake Realty as Violet Taylor picks up her second Bear Lake Realty kill. As Ellie Argyle puts us back into play, they go to Tucker on the far side. Tucker's attempt off the arms of Jolly. Argyle does a nice job chasing it down. Wilson will safely bump it over. The Eagles look to set up an attack. Lynn sets up Caroline Bradshaw. That's going to go off the arms. Excuse me, that was Birch. Off the arms of Argyle, out of bounds. 23-16, the Eagles with the lead over the Rebels. It'll be Lindsey Tucker to serve. 23 serving 16 on the Station on Main scoreboard. We're here in the first set of the ball game. Tucker served, dug out by Peterson. Wilson sets up Taylor on the far side. Taylor lets it go, and that's going to fall. Violet Taylor, her third Bear Lake Realty kill. As I think one of the front line players for the Eagles got their hands to that ball as well, but it fell on the side of the Eagles. Rebels pick up the point. It's Nia Jolly to serve. Jolly serves. Dug out in the back row by Sage Bradshaw. They go to the attack, with an attack in the middle. It's Haley Eldridge, blocked at the front of the net by Hannah Scott. Another attack dug out by Jolly. They go to Scott in the middle. Her attempt dug out by Caroline Bradshaw. They're going to call a lift against the Eagles as they tried to set up Brindley Birch as the Rebels will pick up the point. 23-18 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Nia Jolly will serve again. Jolly takes a deep breath. She approaches. Lets the serve go. Diving effort there in the back row by Blumel to keep it alive. They go to Birch. Birch's attempt is going to fall as a couple of Rebels got their hands to it. 24-18. Rebels trail on the Station on Main scoreboard. Caroline Bradshaw, the senior, will serve for the Eagles. She has set point for the Eagles. That serve is going to go out of bounds long. Good awareness there from Darlene Peterson as she lets that ball go. That ball was only a couple inches out of bounds. Violet Taylor will serve. Ball goes over the net, dug out by Sage Bradshaw. They go to the near side where it's tipped. Wilson gets a hand on it, but that's going to be called a lift as she was falling back trying to save that ball. That's going to be the end of the first set. The Eagles take this set 25-19 over the Rebels on the Station on Main scoreboard. That brings us to the end of set 1. The score on the Station on Main scoreboard is 25-19. The Eagles win set 1. They lead 1-0. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
In the state where life is elevated, live your life in a higher gear. Cash Honda Yamaha can help you enjoy our beautiful local terrain, whether it's in the valleys, mountains, snow, or water. So get out and enjoy all nature has to offer at a higher speed. Visit Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley to start living your life at your new speed. Visit us in Hyde Park, just north of Logan, Utah.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth, where we're about to begin set 2, brought to you by LSR Refrigerated. Darren, Trisha Wallentyne and the entire Wallentyne family wish the Rebels good luck. Got about 1 minute 30 left to go in the timeout. Once again, this first serve will be brought to you by Pam Cornea at Town and Country. Kills tonight are brought to you by Bear Lake Realty. Aces are brought to you by the Crawford Trough. Blocks are brought to you by Epic Recreation. Digs, the Town of Woodruff. Timeouts, T7 Propane, the Fan Cam, the Gare Bear Fan Cam, that is, brought to you by Bear Lake Realty. And the scoreboard is brought to you by the Station on Main. As we go ahead and get our live cam set up, reset the scores. Let's see how the Rebels respond. They're playing a very good team in the Lyman Eagles. This is kind of by design. This is not a bad time to experience adversity, because you would love to have experience with adversity before you get to the end of the season. You're in the tournament, and playing a very, very good team facing adversity is not necessarily a bad thing. You would love to win every single set you play in. Fact of the matter is that just doesn't happen. But let's see how the Rebels respond here in set 2. It'll be number 9, the senior Caroline Bradshaw for the Eagles, that will get us back into play. Referees doing their final rotation checks. As the conversation's going on the Rebel side, you see a couple chuckles going on, so a little friendly conversation, hopefully. As Caroline Bradshaw will serve for the Eagles. Whistle blows, we're all set. Bradshaw serve, dug out by Argyle. Brought to you by the Town of Woodruff. Wilson goes to Peterson. Peterson tips it over. Diving effort from Brumell to keep it alive. Safely played over by the Eagles. Wallentyne with the dig. They go to Peterson on the near side. She lets it go. That's blocked. Nice little reverse attempt off of the hands of Peterson. Falls on the floor. Eagles pick up the point. 1-0 early on in the Station on Main scoreboard. Bradshaw serves. Argyle diving effort to keep it alive. Brumell digs it out. Bradshaw goes to the middle for Tucker. Blocked in the front of the net by Peterson. That play is going to be off the net, out of bounds. It's going to be off the net, fall to the side of the Eagles. That makes the score 1-1. Darlene Peterson will serve for the Rebels. She approaches, lets it go. Brumell with the dig. They set up on the far side. Blocked at the front of the net by Argyle, as Argyle's making sure that she didn't do anything. That's going to be a dig called against Ellie Argyle. As Argyle did a very good job to block the initial attempt, play continued, and that just fell in a weird spot where she couldn't get to it. As we Paige Rose to serve, she lets it go. Peterson digs it out. Wilson chases it down, goes to the middle for Argyle. Argyle's attack from the 10-foot line, dug out by Rose. They go to the middle of the floor, they go to the far side of the floor. Bradshaw nicely plays it on the near side, as that was a very well-placed shot there from Sage Bradshaw. She has been everything that has been advertised, as Bradshaw has been very good in this game. Sage Bradshaw. I mean, all three Bradshaws have been good for the Eagles as that is dug out by Taylor. They go to Taylor on the left wing. Her attempt dug out by Rose. They go to the middle, and that's going to be off the fingertips of Haley Eldridge, and that's going to fall on the side of the Lyman Eagles, 3-2. They're calling it a re-serve, I guess. I'm not sure what happened, but Rose will serve. Peterson digs it out. Wilson goes to Argyle in the middle of the floor. Argyle, diving effort there from Caroline Bradshaw, keeps it alive. Sage Bradshaw's going to be in the net, called against the Rebels, 4-1 Eagles. As we'll try to find out what happened on that rally, because point would have gone to the Rebels. As it stands, 4-1 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Wilson will set up Argyle. Argyle's attempt tipped at the front of the net. Caroline Bradshaw digs it out. They go to Sage Bradshaw on the far side. As a nice effort to keep it alive from off of Wilson, falls to the floor. 5-1. Eagles on a 5-0 run. Rose lets it go. Peterson digs it out. They'll go to Taylor on the near side. Taylor with a tip attempt. Diving effort there. The back row's been very active at the front of the net for. As they go to Argyle in the middle of the net. That's going to middle of the floor, off the net, to the floor. 6-1. Eagles with the lead. As Caroline Bradshaw has been very active on those tip plays that the Rebels have tried. That's going to be a T7 propane timeout called by the Rebels. We're in the LSR Refrigerated second set. The Station on Main scoreboard reads 6-1. Eagles over the Rebels. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
A healthy smile improves life in many ways. Fresher breath, increased confidence, and better overall health. Dr. Sean Grohl and his team at Comprehensive Family Dental have been supporting Rich Rebels for over 25 years. Call today and schedule your next appointment. Go Rebels!
Supporting the Rich Rebels in everything they do. J-Bar Auto and J-Bar Excavation in Randolph provide services to Rich Rebel fans every day. Auto repair, tires, sand, and gravel. J-Bar Auto and J-Bar Excavation on Main Street in Randolph. Stop in today.
Welcome back to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. While we're at commercial, the Eagles picked up an ace as Taylor tries a two-hand attempt. Caroline Bradshaw's there. Peterson digs it out in the back row for the Rebels. They go to Jolly on the far side. Dug out there from Brumel. An attack from Sage Bradshaw, dug out nicely by Wallenstein. They go to Taylor again. Taylor tries a tip to the back row. That's dug out by Rose to the middle of the floor where Eldridge will pick up the kill. 8-1. Eagles on a roll right here. We're broadcasting live from the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. We're in the LSR Refrigerated second set. The Station on Main scoreboard reads 8-1 as Rose serves again. Taylor digs it out. They'll set up Argyle in the middle of the floor. Argyle tips it. That's going to find the left wing line as Ellie Argyle picks up her second kill. That was very good placement there from Ellie Argyle as that ends the Lyman run. It's Argyle's second kill of the game. That serve from Argyle is going to be in. Crawford Troth ace as that is inbounds on the right wing, far side if you're watching online. As that ball catches the line, Crawford Troth ace for Ellie Argyle. She'll serve again. Goes for the same spot. Sage Bradshaw's there. Peterson digs that out as Jolly sets up Scott in the middle of the floor. Scott, she'll find the hardwood at the 10-foot line. Hannah Scott picks up her second kill of the game. As Ellie Argyle will serve once again. Nice placement there from Hannah Scott as she attacked from the 10-foot line. That ball fell on the basketball if you're watching on the screen. That's going to be out of bounds on Argyle's serve. Another service error charged to the Rebels. As Haley Eldridge will serve. She lets it go. Peterson's there to dig it out. Wilson sets up Scott in the middle of the floor. Scott's two-hand attempt nicely found by Caroline Bradshaw. They go to the middle for Tucker. Tucker's attempt blocked at the net as they set up Scott. Scott will try for the back corner. She finds the back left corner. Hannah Scott picks up another kill. That's her third Bear Lake Realty kill. It's a nice shot. It's a nice attack there from Hannah Scott as from the middle of the floor where she does it so well. She attacks from the middle of the floor and finds those corners, especially the back left corner. Nia Jolly to serve for the Rebels. Jolly serves Backing up is Rose to dig it out. Brumel will play it to the middle of the floor where Caroline Bradshaw bumps it over for the Rebels. Peterson with the dig. Wilson sets up Taylor on the left wing. Her attempt nicely dug out by Rose. They go to the far side. Sage Bradshaw, her attempt off the arms of Darlene Peterson into the crowd. 10-5 as Sage Bradshaw unloaded on that ball. She is a very good striker. As the station on the main scoreboard reads 10-5. It'll be Briley Bradshaw. She will serve. Her approach over the net. Argyle with the dig. Wilson there to play it. Peterson's going to attack from the 10-foot line. Nicely dug out there from Brumel. They go to Sage Bradshaw. Blocked at the net. Nice job there from Hannah Scott to keep it alive. Taylor, left-hand attempt is going to be a double touch against the Eagles. Nice attack there from Violet Taylor with the left hand. 10-6. Eagles still lead on the station on main scoreboard as Violet Taylor picks up the kill, and she will serve. That's Taylor's fourth Bear Lake Realty kill. She serves. They go to Bradshaw on the far side. Bradshaw's going to find the back left corner, as that was an incredible attack for Bradshaw, who picks up that kill. Bradshaw picks up the kill. She'll serve as well. Peterson digs it out. They go back to Peterson. Peterson's attack. Dug out from Bradshaw in the back row. They go far side. That's number 11, Brindley Birch. That's going to be off the arms of Violet Taylor. Into the crowd. Out of bounds. It's another kill for the Eagles. That was Brindley Birch this time. 12-6 Eagles over the Rebels. It'll be Sage Bradshaw to serve again. She attacks. Argyle digs it out. Wilson chases it down, plays it back to the middle of the floor where Argyle safely plays it over as Bradshaw gets the dig. They go to Tucker in the middle of the floor. Tucker's attempt is going to fall into the net. 12-7. Rebels still trail. Hannah Scott will serve for the Rebels. Scott lets it go to the back row where Rose digs it out. They go to number 11, Brindley Birch. Diving effort from Violet Taylor keeps it alive as Darlene Peterson finds the back left corner. What a precision. What a attack there from Darlene Peterson as she was at the 10-foot line. Found the back left corner where there's a little bit of daylight against this Eagles defense. Peterson with her third Bear Lake Realty kill. They go to Tucker. Argyle with a nice dig. Peterson's going to tip that over with the left hand. Punched over by Tucker. Rebels look to set it up as Wilson goes to Peterson. Peterson unleashes. Bradshaw, Sage Bradshaw that is, digs it out. They go to Birch. Birch's attempt dug out nicely from Violet Taylor. Go to Peterson again. Peterson tries to find the middle of the floor. Dug out by the Eagles as the Eagles attack nicely dug there from Violet Taylor. Peterson's attack tipped at the net by Caroline Bradshaw. Another attack off the hands of Peterson. Diving effort from Violet Taylor to keep it alive. Peterson plays it over the net. What an effort there from Violet Taylor. They go to the far side. Caroline Peterson nicely dug out there from Ava Ellsworth as Argyle attacks from the middle of the floor. Dug out by the Eagles. They go to Caroline Peterson. Darlene Peterson, digs it out as Caroline Bradshaw's attempt. The crush-in, rush-in, finishes the service as Darlene Peterson buries it for her fourth kill of the ball game. Darlene Peterson starting to feel it. I don't know if you could feel the energy. That was an incredible rally by both teams as Hannah Scott serves. Dug out by Brumel. They go to the far side. It's Birch. Birch's attack off the arms of Wallington. They keep it alive into the net, though, called against Argyle. Good effort there from the Rebels to try to keep that alive. As Janie Wallentine will check into the game for the Rebels, replaces Hannah Scott. 13-9. The station on main scoreboard reads for the Eagles as Peterson. That one bounces off her hands. It's going to be a lift call against Darlene Peterson. As Brumel will serve again. Brumel approaches, leaps with the right hand, lets it go. Violet Taylor digs it out. They go to Peterson on the right wing. She attacks. Nicely done there from Sage Bradshaw. Played to the far side for Birch. Birch's attack dug out by Peterson. That's brought to you by the town of Woodruff. They go to Argyle in the middle of the floor. She tips it. Lee Argyle picks up another kill with a nice tip there. As we got to update the station on main scoreboard as, it is the Lyman Eagles with the first set victory. 14-10 on the station on main scoreboard here in the LSR Refrigerated second set. Diving effort in the back row by Sage Bradshaw to keep it alive is going to fall on the near side as Peterson and Wilson run into each other. As that last kill was brought to you by Bear Lake Realty as they set up Peterson from the middle of the floor. Peterson tips it to the arms of Brumel. Here comes the Eagles attack. Set up in the front. It's Eldridge. That's going to be out of bounds. Rebels gain the point. As Peterson will serve for the Rebels as they trail 15-11 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Peterson approaches, lets it go. Diving effort there from Sage Bradshaw goes over the net. Dug out as Argyle's attempt. Nice dig there again from Sage Bradshaw. Is going to fall as that will technically be a kill for Ellie Argyle as only Sage Bradshaw got to that ball. Little miscommunication there on the Eagle side as Brinley Bradshaw was the nearest to it. Peterson will serve again. Diving effort from Brumley to keep it alive. They go to Briley Bradshaw, nicely dug out there by Wilson. They go to Eldridge in the middle of the court. That's going to go out of bounds as they wait for the referee's call. It was tipped at the front of the net. 16-12, the Eagles lead on the Station on Main scoreboard as it will be Paige Rose to serve for the Eagles. As Rose serves, lets it go over the net. Diving effort from Peterson. That's going to be an ace for Sage Rose. Excuse me, for Paige Rose. Rose picks up the ace. She will serve again. She lets it go. Peterson with the dig. That's going to be under the net. As I don't know if Nia Jolly saw that ball as she tried to get into position. As Rose will serve once again. 18-12 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Peterson digs it out. Wilson chases it down. Argyle will attack from the 10-foot line. Nicely dug there from Caroline Bradshaw. They go far side. It's Sage Bradshaw. That's tipped at the front of the net by the Rebels. Out of bounds. 19-12. The Eagles lead on the Station on Main scoreboard. We're going to get a T7 Propane timeout called by the Rebels. And with that, we're going to go to the Gare Bear fan cam. As you're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We're broadcasting from the station, from the Plains Tires, from the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. As we look across, you can see a few of the Rebel students made it out today. As the fan cam is brought to you by Bear Lake Realty and broker Gary McKee in Garden City. Your home and real estate investment experts, beachfront property, a mountain retreat, year-round living or investment properties, whatever you're looking for, the real estate experts at Bear Lake Realty can help you find it. Visit bearlakerealty.com. As we're going to adjust the camera back, we're going to go back to our live cam. As Peterson digs it out, to go to Taylor on the left wing. Her two-hand attempt dug out by Brumel. They attack from Sage Bradshaw. It's going to go out of bounds. No tip there from the Rebels this time. 19-13. Rebels looking to build a little bit of momentum. As checking into the ball game for the Rebels, 41, Hannah Scott. She will replace Janie Walentine. As that service going to go out of bounds. Another service error against the Rebels. This time charged to Ellie Argyle. As Eldridge will serve for the Eagles. She attacks her serve into the net. Rebels pick up a point on a service error. Dueling service errors give the ball right back to the Rebels as Nia Jolly will serve for the Rebels. 20-14 on the Station on Main scoreboard. As Jolly approaches, lets it go. Off the arms of Rose, and that's going to fall for a Crawford Troth ace for Nia Jolly. That's her first of the ball game. Excuse me, it's hers. Yep, that is her first of the ball game. Jolly will serve again. She approaches, unleashes. That's over the net, dug out by Sage Bradshaw. Play to the middle of the floor. Bradshaw's going to bump it over. Nia Jolly gets the dig. Wilson sets up Peterson, who attacks it with a bump from the 10-foot line. As there's a little miscommunication between the Rebels. As Tucker unleashes, Peterson gets to it. Violet Taylor plays it back to the middle where Wilson plays it over safely. Rebels live to fight another play. They go near side. Caroline Bradshaw, her attack is going to fall That's Briley Bradshaw as her attack falls. 21-15, Eagles over the Rebels. It'll be Briley Bradshaw who picked up the kill to serve. She attacks, unleashes. Nicely dug out there by Taylor Wilson. With a dump set, sniffed out by Briley Bradshaw. They go far side, Sage Bradshaw. Her attempt is good as Sage Bradshaw unleashes on that ball. She hits it hard on the near line. That would be on the left wing if you're attacking from the Eagles side, as it makes the score 22-15 on the Station on Main scoreboard. As Briley Bradshaw will serve. Violet Taylor digs it out. Wilson will set up Scott in the middle of the floor. Scott tries to find that back left corner. Finds Briley Bradshaw instead. Tucker, her tip attempt is going to be double tapped by Violet Taylor as she initially got the block but was unable to keep the ball alive. 23-15, the Eagles lead on the Station on Main scoreboard. It will be Briley Bradshaw to serve. She approaches. That serves off the tape. Nicely dug out by Taylor. That's going to be tipped down there by Caroline Bradshaw as Taylor did all she could to keep that ball alive. The ball went to the top of the net where it was knocked down by Caroline Bradshaw. As Bradshaw has set point in her hands, she unleashes Violet Taylor with the dig. Wilson sets up Scott in the middle of the floor. Scott tries an attack to the far left corner. That's nicely dug out by Bradshaw. Quickly tipped over from Caroline Bradshaw. They go to Taylor on the near side. Blocked to the front of the net. Kept alive by Scott. They go to Scott this time. Scott's attempt is going to be out of bounds, as that would be set point for the Rebels. That was a very close attack there. Set point for the Eagles. That was a very close attack there as the Eagles take this set 25-15. They lead 2-0 on the Station on Main scoreboard. And that'll do it for us in the LSR Refrigerated second set. Darren, Tricia, and the entire Wallentine family wish the Rebels good luck. The Station on Main scoreboard for set 2 is 25-15. The Eagles take that set over the Rebels. Just in a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We'll be back after this.
When you drive on the best tires that are rotated, balanced, and inflated properly, you can save money two ways. The best tires can reduce wear and tear on your vehicle. That saves you money in the long run. The best tires can also improve your overall miles per gallon. That helps you save every time to fill up at the pump. At Freeway Tire in Evanston, we offer the best tires with the best service for every vehicle. Make sure you're running on the best tires you can. Visit Freeway Tire today, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
This presentation on mylocalradio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. We are listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. As we reset the Station on Main scoreboard, the Rebels trail 2-0, which is a position they've been in before. And they were able to come back and win that ball game. But this Lyman team is a very good team, as this was the challenge the Rebels were expecting, as the Lyman Eagles have won both sets 25-19, 25-15. Once again, this opening serve is brought to you by Pam Cornea at Town & Country Realty, selling Bear Lake in Utah and Idaho. Call Pam Cornea, Town & Country Realty, 435-779-0012. Well, the Rebels have their backs to the wall. They trail 2-0 on the road here in Lyman. As Violet Taylor will serve for the Rebels. She'll open up this third set, which is brought to you by the Rich County government. Rebels with a championship cause. Taylor has the Pam Cornea at Town and Country. Beginning serve in her hands. Lets it go, and Brumell will dig it out. We're underway here in the Rich County Government third set. A tip attempt off the bat. Dug out by Peterson nicely. They go to Peterson in the middle of the floor. Peterson's attack. Bradshaw gets an arm to it. Peterson again, this time off of her arms. As she tried to attack again, that one falls to the floor on the side of the Rebels. 1-0 Eagles early on the Station on Main scoreboard in the third set. Once again, kills are brought to you by Bear Lake Realty. Aces brought to you by the Crawford Trough. Blocks, Epic Recreation. Digs, Town of Woodruff. Timeouts, T7 Propane. Fan Cam brought to you by Bear Lake Realty. Scoreboard, the Station on Main. As they go to Peterson on the far side. Peterson unleashes into the front row. Out of bounds. Darlene Peterson picks up the kill. 1-1 here in the third set. As that kill is brought to you by Bear Lake Realty. As Hannah Scott's serve is going to be off the chest of Brumell, who is not serving as the libero anymore, to the floor. Hannah Scott with the Crawford Trough ace. As it is 2-1 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Scott to serve again. She unleashes, this time dug out by Brumell. They go to Eldridge on the far side. Diving effort from Ellsworth keeps it alive. Peterson plays it safely over. Eldridge is going to attack again. Ava Ellsworth with a nice Town of Woodruff dig. They go back to Eldridge. She picks on Ava again. Ellsworth equal to the task. They go to Sage Bradshaw. They try Ellsworth again. This time, she cannot dig it out. That was a heck of an effort, though, defensively from Ava Ellsworth, as she picked out 3 digs from Haley Eldridge, who's one of the better hitters in the state of Wyoming. Fortunately, she couldn't get to Sage Bradshaw. It's 2-2 as the Eagles serve. Wilson has to hustle to get to that one. Violet Taylor will play it over to the arms of Rose, who's now serving as a libero. They go to Tucker in the middle of the floor. Her attempt, she had space, but just missed it out of bounds. You could see the despair in her face as she knew she had one there. Just missed it. Rebels will take a 3-2 lead on the Station on Main scoreboard. They trail 2-0. Casey Wilson will serve. As that ball went down the hallway, and down that hallway is the exit. That ball could have rolled all the way outside and been on to a life of its own. Instead, Casey Wilson returns it to its life as a volleyball. As they go to Sage Bradshaw, and Sage Bradshaw with a rare miss hit. She is human, folks. As the Rich student section reminds Sage Bradshaw there's a net there. I don't know if Sage Bradshaw is exactly the player you want to light a fire under if you're the student section, but that serve goes into the net. 4-3. The Rebels still lead as it's Briley Bradshaw to serve, dug out in the back row by the Rebels. Argyle's attempt dug out by Rose, who's now once again serving as the libero. They go to Bradshaw on the near side. Violet Taylor with a sliding dig. Nice there from Violet Taylor. They go to Peterson on the far side. She finds Brumell. Bradshaw, her attempt nicely dug out there from Peterson. They go to Argyle, in the middle of the floor. Tip attempt dug out by Tucker. Bradshaw again into the net. That's blocked by Jolly. Argyle with the tip, nicely played over in the front row. Argyle attacks again, dug out in the back row by the Eagles. Dump serve, nicely sniffed out by Peterson as she hustles over to get it. Wilson will play it over. As Caroline Bradshaw's going to set up Sage Bradshaw into the net. Blocked again by Argyle. That block's brought to you by Epic Recreation as Bradshaw's bump over the net, out of bounds. Rebels pick up the point. Great effort there from Ellie Argyle. She picks up 2. Epic Recreation blocks in that service. As Peterson serves, dug out nicely by Rose. Quick attempt there as the Rebels sniff it out. They go to Taylor on the far side. Her 2-hand attempt blocked in the front of the net by Caroline Bradshaw. That falls to the floor. 5-4. It'll be Sage Bradshaw to serve for the Eagles. Once again, 5-4 on the Station on Main scoreboard. We're here in the Rich County Government third set. That serve dug out by Peterson. Wilson goes to Taylor. Taylor's going to pick up the kill as that ball bounces off the arms of number 5, Lynn, to the back wall. 6-4 Rebels give Violet Taylor another Bear Lake Realty kill. That's her 5th, team leading 5th, as 3 Rebels have 4 behind her. That serve dug out by the Eagles. Tucker's tip attempt, nicely done there from Tucker as that falls as she tipped it over the front row in front of the back row of the Rebels defense. As Tucker picks up the kill, she will serve as well. Lets it go. Nicely dug out by Peterson. That's brought to you by the town of Woodruff. They go to Jolly on the right wing. Her attempt's going to go out of bounds to the far side. 6-6, a cross-court attack goes long for Nia Jolly. That ties us up 6-6 here on the Station on Main scoreboard as Tucker will serve again. Peterson bumps it over in one hit. They set up an attack near side, and that's going to fall as Brindley Birch finds the hardwood as she attacks cross-court from the left wing to the right wing. That'll fall, giving the Eagles a 7-6 lead here in the Rich County Government third set. Tucker will serve again as the Eagles have gone on a 3-0 run from 6-4. Tucker's serve. Dug out by Violet Taylor. Wilson tries to set up Taylor. Taylor's not going to be able to bump that over the net as she was in an awkward position to try to hit that over. It bounces off her arm, goes sideways. That was going to be a fourth hit against the Rebels, but it falls. As Tucker will serve, 4-0 run for the Eagles. Tucker lets it go. Peterson digs it out. Wilson will set up Scott in the middle of the floor. Scott unleashes. That's tipped at the front of the net as it's going to be safely played over by Brindley Birch. Rebels play to the middle. Violet Taylor will have to bump it over for the Rebels. Eagles set up an attack. It's Eldridge. Eldridge dug off the arms of Ellie Argyle. That ball was hit so hard. It hit Argyle's arms, and it hit one of the state championship banners on the far side of the floor if you're looking at the camera. Out of bounds, 9-6. Eagles lead on the Station on Main scoreboard. Violet Taylor with a town of Woodruff dig. Wilson sets up Scott in the middle of the floor. Scott lets it go, and that'll be a Bear Lake Realty kill for Hannah Scott, as that is her fifth kill as well, tying Violet Taylor for most in the contest. As Nia Jolly will serve for the Rebels. Dug out by Sage Bradshaw. They go to Bradshaw with a 10-foot attack. Argyle digs it out. Wilson will set up Taylor on the near side. Taylor tries down the near sideline. Blocked. Peterson gets to it, and she's able to dig that out. Nia Jolly safely plays it over to Wilson. Casey Wilson over the net to Paige Rose. They set up attack on the far side. It is Brindley Birch, and that's going to fall as Birch finds the far right wing corner. 10-7. Eagles with the lead on the Station on Main scoreboard. Checking the game for the Rebels, number 7, Ava Ellsworth. As Caroline Bradshaw will serve off the top of the net. Nothing the Rebels could do there as that ball falls. Ball just had enough spin on it to get it over the net for Caroline Bradshaw. This time it goes into the net. As the Station on Main scoreboard reads 11-8, the Eagles with the lead over the Rebels. Violet Taylor will serve. As Taylor lets one go to the far wing corner. Set up Caroline Bradshaw, and that's going to fall. Excuse me, that's Briley Bradshaw as she picks up the two-handed kill. 12-8 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Check back into the game for the Rebels, number 4. That's Haley Brumel. She was the libero. Now Paige Rose is serving as the libero. Brumel's serve dug out by Taylor. Wilson goes to Peterson on the far side. Peterson picks up the kill, as that's her 5th of the ball game as well. 12-9. Eagles lead the Rebels on the Station on Main scoreboard as Hannah Scott will serve. She lets it go. A line drive dug out by Brumel as that ball is tipped at the front of the net, and that's going to be out of bounds as we wait on a little bit of a slow call from the line judge. 13-9. Checking in the game for the Rebels, number 21, Janie Wallentyne. She replaces Hannah Scott. Rose will serve. That's just over the net. Nicely dug out by Peterson. They go to Argyle. Right wing attack is going to go out of bounds. 14-9. Eagles with the lead. Paige Rose will serve again. Rose had that ball in the air before the whistle went. She was ready to go as Argyle will attack. Diving effort from the Eagles to keep it alive. Sage Bradshaw will finish that effort off with a safe bump over the net. They go to Argyle, middle of the floor. She tips it. Nicely read there by Tucker. She backed up. They go to Bradshaw. Bradshaw, diving effort by Violet Taylor. She saves it over the net. Eagles attack again. Peterson with the tip. That ball is going to hit the referee in the stands on the Eagles side. Point will go to the Rebels. 14-10 on the Station on Main scoreboard as Nia Jolly will check in for Ava Ellsworth. Casey Wilson serves. Nicely dug out there from Brumel. They go to the middle of the floor where Tucker's attack is blocked by Ellie Argyle. They go back to Tucker. And that is blocked again by the combination of Darlene Peterson and Ellie Argyle. Those blocks are brought to you by Epic Recreation as that ball falls on the side of the Eagles. Rebels pick up the point. Casey Wilson will serve. Dug out nicely by the Eagles. They play it over. Jolly is going to safely bump it over to Bradshaw. Not the person you want to bump it over to, but Wilson picks up the dig. Diving effort there from the Eagles to keep it alive. As Rose gets to it, safely plays it over the net. The Rebels look to set up an attack. Argyle from the middle of the floor. That is into the net. Played by the Rebels as a fourth hit. 15-11 on the Station on Main scoreboard. As that was a heck of an effort there from Casey Wilson. Although that ball played her mostly, she was able to keep that alive as that's dug out by Peterson. She goes to Peterson on the far side. Her attack off the arms and out of bounds. The crushing Russian strikes again. 15-12. Peterson picks up her sixth Bear Lake Realty kill of the ball game. She picks up the kill, will earn the serve. As she moves to the far left-hand wing, lets it go. That's off the top of the net. It's been the kind of night it has been for the Rebels. As that ball bounces back onto the side of the Rebels, point Eagles. Another service error against the Rebels. As Sage Bradshaw will serve. She lets it go. Peterson nicely dug out. Wilson sets up Taylor on the left wing side. Dug out in the back row by the Eagles. An attack there from number 11, Birch, is played safely over the net by Argyle. Is the nice defense there from the Rebels. Set up an attack again. This time it's Caroline Birch off the hands. Jolly gets to it. Wilson plays it over. Argyle's going to attack off the arms. Out of bounds as the Rebels pick up a point. Huge effort there from Nia Jolly as she chases that ball to the near side. 16-13. Rebels show some life. Checking in the ball game for the Rebels, number 41, Hannah Scott. She will replace Wallentyne. Argyle serve off the top of the tape over. Diving effort. Little reverse play there from Bradshaw, to no avail as two-handed over the net by Taylor. Tucker's going to attack. Nicely dug out on the near side by Casey Wilson. Scott from the 10-foot line. Her attack finds Bradshaw in the back row. That's Sage Bradshaw, that is. Another Bradshaw attack. That's going to be out of bounds. That was Brindley Birch on the attack. 16-14. Rebels pick up the point as Ellie Argyle will serve again for the Rebels. Argyle lets the serve go. Dug out in the back row by Rose. They go to the middle of the floor where Caroline Tucker is going to... They're going to call, that's Caroline Tucker. They're going to call into the net against the Rebels as that ball fell anyways. The end of the net call, all it does is rob Caroline Bradshaw of a nicely earned kill. 17-14, Tucker will serve for the Eagles. Lets it go. Peterson digs it out. Wilson is there to set up Scott from the 10-foot line, middle of the floor. Dug out by Lim, and that's going to fall on the near side as Bradshaw looks like she got a hand to it. We're going to give Hannah Scott that kill anyways. That's her sixth of the ball game. Nice attack there from Hannah Scott from the 10-foot line. Nia Jolly will serve for the Rebels. 17-15 on the Station on Main scoreboard. We're in the Rich County Government third set. Jolly gets us back into play as that ball goes into the net. Another service error against the Rebels. They're going to regret one thing. It's the amount of service errors against a very good team. As Caroline Bradshaw serves, nicely dug out by Peterson. As they go to Taylor on the left-hand wing, off the front of the arms of the front line, into the net, to the floor. Violet Taylor picks up another kill. That's her sixth of the ball game. 3 Rebels with 6 kills. Those are Darlene Peterson, Violet Taylor, Hannah Scott. Those kills are all brought to you by Bear Lake Realty as Violet Taylor serves. Nicely dug out by Sage Bradshaw. They go to the near side where Brindley Birch plays it over the net with one hand. They set up an attack. This time it's Birch from near wing. Nicely dug out. Wilson and Taylor nearly run into each other as Ava Ellsworth safely plays it over. Rose bumps it. They set up in the middle, and that ball's going to fall on the Rebels side as Hannah Scott got her hands to it. Just couldn't quite get enough of it to keep it on the other side. 19-16, Eagles lead the Rebels. It will be Haley Blumel to serve. Blumel approaches, lets it go. Dug out by Peterson, brought to you by the town of Woodruff. They go back to Peterson. She unloads with the right hand, blocked at the front of the net, all the way to the back line, as the Rebels do a good job just to chase it down as Casey Wilson plays it safely over the net. They go to Sage Bradshaw, near side attack, that's good. As Sage Bradshaw gives the Eagles a 4-point lead, 20-16 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Blumel will serve. She approaches the line, releases with the right hand over the net. Nicely dug out by Ellie Argyle. They go to Peterson on the left wing. She unleashes, finds the back corner. Darlene Peterson picks up a kill. The Rebels cut the lead to 3 as Peterson picks up her 7th Bear Lake Realty kill. Hannah Scott will serve for the Rebels. Scott lets it go over the net, dug out by Rose. They go to Bradshaw. Her left-handed tip attempt is going to be off of the arms of Ellsworth into the net, to the ground on the Rebels side. Eagles pick up the point, 21-17. Good effort there from Ava Ellsworth as she dove to try to keep that ball alive, but it was a nicely placed tip by Bradshaw. Sage Bradshaw, that is. That serve is dug out by Taylor. They go to Peterson from the 10-foot line. Nicely dug out by Rose with a sliding effort. Sage Bradshaw, her attempt is mishit, but the mishit went against the entire flow of the Rebels defense as everything's falling for the Eagles. Tough break there as the Rebels tried to play that defensively. That ball hit off the side of Sage Bradshaw's hand to the far side of the court as Argyle's attempt tipped in the air and is going to be off the arms. Nicely dug out by Tucker over the net. They go to Argyle in the middle of the floor again. She tips it. Diving effort there from Caroline Bradshaw, keeps it alive. Rebels will set up another attack. Peterson on the far side. Peterson off the arms of Blumel. Rose bumps into Bradshaw. Bradshaw with the Sage Bradshaw, the 10-foot line attack. Nicely dug out. Argyle in the middle of the floor. Tips it. And that ball is off the arms of Blumel. She keeps it alive. Peterson, left-hand tip. They go to Sage Bradshaw on the near side. She finds the arms of Peterson. Wilson will set up Peterson on the near side. Her left-handed attempt. Sage Bradshaw digs it out. A dump set there to the back corner. Nicely snuffed out by Violet Taylor. Peterson's going to have to safely play it over the net. Sage Bradshaw's attempt off of Peterson's arm. That's going to go out of bounds. 23-17. Eagles with the lead. As a heck of an effort there, as that ball looked like it was going to the ground a few different times. We're going to get a T7 Propane timeout called by the Rebels. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We'll be right back after this.
Every person added together makes a community great. Rich County, Utah is filled with individuals that are kind, hardworking, and filled with integrity. We're proud of our children and understand that they have the capacity to make the world a better place. Showing support for every student at Rich High School fosters a healthy community. The Rich County Commissioners, clerk, and citizens of our community say good luck to the Rich Rebels today and every day. Go Rebels!
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. You listen to the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online on mylocalradio.com. Station on main scoreboard reads 23-17. The Eagles over the Rebels in the Rich County Government third set. As Peterson digs that out, they go to Peterson on the near side. She bumps it over. Nicely played there from Blumel. They go to Sage Bradshaw. Her hit attempt is into the net. Haven't been very many errors charged to Sage Bradshaw. There's her second that I can think of. For as many times as she strikes the ball, it's incredible she doesn't hit it into the net more often. As Wilson served, dug out by Rose. They go to Tucker in the middle of the floor. Tucker's off the front line as it looked like Ellie Argyle got her hands to it. That ball falls. It is game point for the Eagles, 24-18 on the Station on main scoreboard as Briley Bradshaw will do the honors gets us back into play. Ellie Argyle with a diving effort. That's going to go into the stands, and that'll do it as the Lyman Eagles take out the Rich Rebels in 3 straight sets. That set was 25-18. And with that, we are going to go to the Bear Lake. Excuse me, go to the Gare Bear fan cam. And as we do, this Gare Bear fan cam is brought to you by Bear Lake Realty and broker Gary McKee in Garden City, your home and real estate investment experts. Beachfront property, a mountain retreat, year-round living, or investment properties. Whatever you're looking for, the real estate experts at Bear Lake Realty can help you find it. Visit bearlakerealty.com today. We'll be back after this.
Signage is a critical part of your business. It helps customers find your front door. Rocky Mountain Sign will provide you with expertly designed signs, LEDs, channel letters, as well as skillfully cut signage using wood, metal, plastic, and other mediums to help your customers find you with high-quality signage. Using the best technology, designs, and installation by Rocky Mountain Sign. Your signage says a lot about your business. Work with the professionals at Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street in Evanston, Wyoming.
Whatever brings you to Evanston, whether it's high school sports, a teaching conference, music festivals, speech and debate, or your job, always book your hotel reservations at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. With 165 ground-level rooms on 10 beautiful acres, the Best Western offers everything you need, including clean, comfortable rooms, a business office, workout room, and a full-service restaurant, plus a complimentary breakfast with every stay. Whenever you're in Evanston, make your hotel reservations with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Time flies, especially when you're having fun. This is Jeremy Rex, manager at T-Bar-S in Evanston. It's hard to believe that we've been here almost a year with our new management team and staff. Did you know that you can have your vehicle detailed, your windshield replaced, chip repair done, or get your trailer refinished or rewired at T-Bar-S? Of course, we are a full-service collision repair shop, too. You can even change your oil and your brakes. Visit T-Bar-S today. Let T-Bar fix your car. 515 County Road, Evanston.
Amazing people work at the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier. From the receptionists to the doctors, the x-ray techs to the food service staff, from the phlebotomist to housekeeping and everyone in between. The care you receive can't be matched anywhere else. We really care about your health. We care about you. We work hard to have top quality equipment and facilities and provide a wide range of services so we can serve every patient. When selecting your healthcare providers, choose Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. You'll feel the difference.
It's time for the Mound Valley Cattle Company postgame show. Eddie and Todd Jensen out of Thatcher, Idaho, supporting Rich Rebels in all their endeavors. Stay tuned for the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital postgame highlights. The final score of today's game, the Rebels fall to the Eagles in 3 straight sets, 25-19, 25-15, and 25-18. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Success doesn't come by accident. Success requires hard work, perseverance, learning, sacrifice, and believing in yourself. Eddie and Todd Jensen established the Mound Valley Cattle Company in Thatcher, Idaho on these very principles. The students, staff, athletes, and coaches at Rich High School value these same fundamentals in education and activities, in athletics, and in life. Good luck, Rebels, from Mound Valley Cattle Company, serving customers in Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming since 1997.
Amazing people work at the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier. From the receptionists to the doctors, the x-ray techs to the food service staff, from the phlebotomist to housekeeping and everyone in between. The care you receive can't be matched anywhere else. We really care about your health. We care about you. We work hard to have top quality equipment and facilities and provide a wide range of services so we can serve every patient. When selecting your healthcare providers, choose Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. You'll feel the difference.
Welcome back to the Mound Valley Cattle Company postgame show, where we are broadcasting live from the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. Let's take a look at some postgame highlights brought to you by Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, the most caring hospital on earth. Let's start with the set scores. Of course, the Lyman Eagles take this one 3-0. The set scores were 25-19, 25-15, 25-18. But myself and my broadcast colleague at my local radio, Dennis Bedwell, we were talking during the break, and I don't think the Rebels played terribly defensively. I mean, they'd want to clean up some of the service errors, but I got a feeling with Coach Wendy Lamborn, one service error is too many in a game. But they played pretty well defensively. Lyman just has a lot of players that can attack the ball really well. Once again, like we were talking about earlier in the broadcast, that Lyman's the defending state champs, and you can see why they are. They're a very, very well-rounded volleyball team. In fact, they only had one service error in tonight's matchup, and they have lots of players that can strike the ball. Not only strike the ball, they strike the ball with precision, or they can attack you with a tip attempt in the far corner. They have many ways to attack you, and head coach Brescia Hansen has done a very good job with this program, as that was a spectacular showing offensively for the Eagles. And it's not like the Rebels played terrible. I'm sure they'd want to play better. But if they play the way they did today, they're going to be very successful against most teams. Just unfortunately, they ran into a buzzsaw tonight. That was the Lyman Eagles. They are a very, very good team. Let's get to some of the stats from the ball game. Hannah Scott led the Rebels with 7 kills in tonight's contest. She also had an ace. Violet Taylor picked up 6. Darlene Peterson was 6 as well. Ellie Argyle, 4 kills, 2 blocks. Peterson has 2 blocks as well. Ellie Argyle, Nia Jolly round out the aces for the Rebels. Once again, the Rebels fall in 3 straight sets by the scores of 25-19, 25-18, and 25-15 in set 2. Coming up next, the Dr. McKay Frankham Precision Play of the Game here on the Mound Valley Cattle Company postgame show. Today's final score on the Station on Main scoreboard, 3-0. The Eagles take out the Rebels. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
So this is the reserve at Bear Lake, most beautiful place in the world. Come here and find out how you can buy your own Airbnb property and help pay for itself, or just come here and enjoy a second home. Sports courts, pools, hot tubs, access to 200 miles of mountain trails. Brand new homes now starting at $600,000. Quarter shares starting at $250,000. Would like you to invite you to be part of that. Call Gary McKee at Bear Lake Realty at 435-946-8888.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Frankham. As a dentist in Evanston for over 20 years now, my mission has always been to provide quality dental care for people of all ages at reasonable prices. I'm a detail-oriented person, and it's important to me to stay current on new dental procedures and protocols that can help my patients have the best experience and have the best results. Over the years, I've also worked to keep my overhead low so that I can pass those savings on to my patients. I believe everyone deserves quality dental care. Please call us today at 307-789-8910.
Welcome back to the Mound Valley Cattle Company postgame show. Eddie and Todd Jensen out of Thatcher, Idaho, supporting Rich Rebels in all their endeavors. We are broadcasting live from the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. It is time for the Precision Play of the Game, brought to you by Dr. McKay Frankham. Precision Family Dentistry at affordable prices. Call for an appointment today, 307-789-8910. And the Precision Play of the Game is going to go to Ellie Argyle, who her one and only ace was a perfect shot a perfect serve in the back right corner for a Crawford Troth ace, as she found that ball landed on the junction of the sideline and the back line, as Ellie Argyle picked up that ace. That is our Dr. McKay Frankham Precision Play of the Game. And for our player of the game, we're going to give that to number 41, Hannah Scott, as she had 2 blocks, 7 kills, and an ace to round out the stat sheet. The Rebels were pretty well balanced in their attack today, as Scott led the way with 7 kills. Darlene Peterson had 6. Violet Taylor was 6 as well. Ellie Argyle had 4. As congratulations to Hannah Scott, as she is our player of the game. Coming up next, the calendar update and one final Freaky Fast recap brought to you by Jimmy John's in Evanston. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Once again, the final score on the Station on Main scoreboard, the Eagles, 3 sets, Rebels, 0 sets. Eagles win those sets 25-19, 25-15, and 25-18. That was the score on the Station on Main scoreboard. The Station on Main. How convenient.
At Rich School District, we believe that success motivates individuals, and every student is capable of learning. We believe an effective classroom facilitates learning. We believe in the development of lifelong learners, and we believe that a quality education makes a difference. Student involvement equals student success. Currently, 93% of Rich High students participate in extracurricular activities. Rich School District, providing a quality, well-rounded education for each student.
Signage is a critical part of your business. It helps customers find your front door. Rocky Mountain Sign will provide you with expertly designed signs, LEDs, channel letters, as well as skillfully cut signage using wood, metal, plastic, and other mediums to help your customers find you with high-quality signage. Using the best technology, designs, and installation by Rocky Mountain Sign. Your signage says a lot about your business. Work with the professionals at Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street in Evanston, Wyoming.
Whatever brings you to Evanston, whether it's high school sports, a teaching conference, music festivals, speech and debate, or your job, always book your hotel reservations at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. With 165 ground-level rooms on 10 beautiful acres, the Best Western offers everything you need, including clean, comfortable rooms, a business office, workout room, and a full-service restaurant, plus a complimentary breakfast with every stay. Whenever you're in Evanston, make your hotel reservations with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn.
We're broadcasting live from Les Schwab Cemetery Broadcast Group here in Lyman, Wyoming, home of the 2021 3A state champs, which I've been misidentifying them all week as the 2A state champs. In fact, they are the 3A state champs, so even bigger of a school here in Wyoming. But they take out the Rebels 3-0 as we are going to look ahead at the Rebel calendar for the upcoming week. And the next Rebel volleyball game will be held tomorrow, as they will be in Altamont as they take on the Longhorns again in the return matchup, as the Rebels will travel to Altamont in the second leg of their three-game road trip this weekend. They'll finish that road trip out in Kemmer. We'll have that for you live on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We will not have the volleyball game on tomorrow due to a scheduling conflict with the football game in Kemmer. That is also part of our calendar update, is tomorrow our next broadcast will be the Rich Rebels taking on the Kemmer Rangers in football as the Rebels' 11-man season continues. It'll be their second game as they'll travel to Kemmer to take on the Rangers tomorrow. We'll have that broadcast for you at 6 o'clock will be kickoff. Pregame show starts at 5:30. That has been our calendar update. We're going to go to our Freaky Fast recap. Our Freaky Fast recap of tonight's game is brought to you by Jimmy John's, where freaky fast and fresh meat to make fresh and delicious gourmet sandwiches every day. Get some freaky fresh food today. I did. Got myself a nice turkey sandwich at Jimmy John's, 113 Front Street in Evanston. And for the Freaky Fast recap, the Rebels lose this 3-0, 25-19 in the first set, 25-15, 25-18. They lose to the 3A state champs. As if you're still watching the screen, some kid just threw down an impressive off-the-backboard dunk. Again, the final score on the station, that's been our Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap.
The proceeding has been a sports production and...
The Station on Main scoreboard reads the Eagles 3, the Rebels none. Thank you for joining us today, and please make sure that you support our sponsors. Our sponsors are the ones who make this possible. This is the best job in the world. As my colleague Dennis Bedwell just said the same thing. This is the best job in the world, best job I've ever had. And none of this is possible without our sponsors. So we want to say a very heartfelt thank you to all of them. But until next time, go Rebels.
The proceeding has been a sports production and sports broadcast of Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. No portion of this production can be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC.